Hello, this is a November reading for relationships, okay? I've already done the twin flame, I've already done the soulmate, and this is the relationship one. So you can resonate with them however you resonate. Sometimes you might be able to take the message, other times you may not. Sometimes, for me, they sort of represent different relationships, but you know, we're all different, so just see how you go. It's for November. And yeah, we're just gonna sort of do the reading. I hope you're doing okay. Sorry, I've not been replying any of the comments lately. I'm not sure why. I go through phases where I'm really good, but thank you for the comments, because it is lovely to read your feedback and how you find the readings and how you're feeling and stuff like that. So thank you for that, and I know those of you that are sort of like regularly watching and supporting the channel as well. So thank you. Anyway, let's see what messages we're going to get today for the relationship. So it could be any relationship in your life, and we're just going to see, you know, what spirit is showing. So we'll pick an overall energy first of all. Okay. Queen of Ariel, mature, practical, generous and happy. It's a really beautiful card. I think this might be the, hang on a minute, what is this? Queen of Cups, nurture yourself and those you love, the ability to make anything more beautiful, practical and wise advice. Nurture yourself and those you love, the ability to make anything more beautiful, practical and wise advice. There's something about November where you are actually being more practical. You're being more realistic about this relationship. But you are also very attractive. It's all about honesty. It's all about being authentic and being real, okay? Because sometimes what the ego does is it doesn't want us to look at the reality. The ego often has a lot of fantasies in its head. I've suffered with this quite badly myself, and that's why you end up in these twin flame addictions and these horrible attachments and stuff, because a lot of it is the time that the ego is fantasizing about the attachment, and you know, and that's where a lot of the tarot readings aren't always strictly very helpful. You know, I sort of sit in the middle at the moment on these things. I do like the tarot readings to be realistic, but you know, sometimes they do show some good things in the readings, and a lot of the time we are learning a lot from them anyway, because we learn to be more humble, we learn patience, we learn surrender, acceptance. You know, we burn off ego as well, because we're not necessarily getting what we want out of a relationship. Now in November, it is about being more honest with yourself, more honest with somebody else, and just being more authentic, more real, like your actual self. You know, you're being more practical and more wise. So you may be making decisions about a relationship, or maybe not necessarily decisions, but sort of approaching it a bit differently. You know, you're not just being like in the fantasy world, or, you know, wishful thinking, you know. Okay, so recent past, there has been an obstacle, there has been competition, there has been conflict, and then that sort of is overcome. It's not been easy for you. 10 of Wands, you know, you have literally had to keep going forwards, and you've been having a lot of burdens. There is something you just need to release in order to be able to kind of proceed with your life and, you know, move forwards, right? So, and that would make it easier for you if you let go of this thing. It could be a person, a fear, a negative thought, a habit, an addiction. If you could let go of it, it would really release you out of all the obstacles and all the problems a lot more quickly. But in any case, that you've been experiencing an obstacle or a difficulty in a relationship, and you can overcome it, and you will overcome it. So let's have a look at what's going on for November for this relationship, okay? The Fool. So there's a new beginning here. It could be that you're moving on, or it could be that there's a fresh beginning within a relationship. yeah, letting go of the past. Look at that. 6 of Cups. Letting go of the past and just saying, do you know what, I'm not doing it anymore. It's like you're just saying, I'm letting go. I'm not going to fantasize. I'm not going to reminisce. I'm not going to try and make something. I'm not going to try and make something out of nothing. You know, if it's not here and now, I can't do anything with it. You know, I can't live in a dream world. I've got to be honest with myself. I mean, that is definitely what's coming through. And it's like a fresh start in November where it's like, okay, past is in the past. I may have had a great time with somebody, or there may have been certain things that went down in the past, but I now need to start off with a fresh slate. Let's see what is going on with the person that you think about in November. Hangman. They're having some sort of realisation in November, okay? They're quite cold. Oh, God, it shows up in all the readings, really. King of Swords keeps coming up. This person's quite cold and businesslike, but they look at things, they're looking at the situation, they're looking at some kind of situation and they have a realisation about it. And the realisation they have goes in your favour because King of Swords is all about things going in your favour, right? I think this is possibly because of the fact that you definitely seem to be behaving differently. I mean, you're learning to nurture yourself, you're learning to be more practical, you're learning to be more honest, more authentic. You're really determined to overcome the different obstacles in your way, and you're ready to just stop fantasizing and being dreamy. You're ready to just, you know, and this person's obviously having a real think about things. They're having some sort of realization, and what do they think about you? They're very attracted to you. Probably drives them crazy, actually. There could be a lot of competition around you, right? Maybe you've got offers from other people, or they just feel very conflicted about you. I mean, 9 of Pentacles, this person definitely cares about you. If it's a platonic relationship, they just really value you. They do actually think you're a really great person. If they're a lover, then this person's definitely attracted to you and sees you as pretty irresistible. Oh my God, this is so weird. Look at this. You're going to die. 9 of Pentacles twice. Yeah, they just see you as... You blow their mind, really. How does this person feel? 7 of Wands. They're not going to give up. They see a lot of barriers in the way. Because this is definitely a determined card, right? Let me pick another one to go with that, just so we get a bit more clarity. Because they're not going to give up on you. Feels like there's different challenges in the way. Queen of Cups. They do care about you. They definitely care about you. They see you as a caring person. They're not going to give up. They're not going to give up on you. I mean, I don't want to send anyone back into dreamland or la la land about somebody they like, you know, because I know what that is like. Like I said, it is like an addiction. But I'm just telling you what the cards are coming out with, and you just take it as you want. All right? You are very determined. I think even to the point that you've been so determined to freaking move on with your life, you even willing to walk away from this person and walk away from the I don't know, whether it's competition from other people or drama or hassle. You just determined to walk away from it. That's actually how I see it now, looking back. I just feel like this is what's been going on, you know, between you and this person, like drama, competition, aggravation, and you just feel like, you know, I just want to walk away. I'm done with it, because 10s are endings as well. I'm sort of done, and I'm ready to, in November, it's like I'm ready to just move forward and just forget about what went on, because it's not really happening, you know, it's not been happening. It's been too aggravating. There's been too much conflict. But your person's thinking about things, and they may act quite cold with you because of you doing this, but they still see you as this really beautiful person. I mean, to get that Nine of Pentacles twice, there's no doubt about that. Now, how they feel, like I said, they're not going to give up on you. The Queen of Cups, you know, and that card there, Seven of Wands, they're not going to give up on you. They like you. They see you as a very lovely person, actually. Oh, gosh. How do they want to move forward? Well, the Tower. I think they realise, you know, something has to change, basically, because, well, that is what the Tower card means. Something has to change. Things can't carry on as they are. The Sun. They want to have fun. That's probably pretty obvious. But, you know, they want to have fun. They just want to be... They just want things dealt with and move forward. So maybe there's going to be some sort of change in November. It just looks like things cannot stay the same. They're thinking about it, and that's probably what they're doing at the moment. And then next month there's some kind of massive change, right? And boom, it's like God, yeah. What's hidden that you don't see? Great will and determination. Look at that. Now that's turning a negative into a positive, and it is great will and determination. I don't think they're going to let you walk away. I don't think they're going to give up on you. Strength coming from Spirit. I mean, it was funny because when I did the soulmate reading, I said that it feels like there's something spiritual going on that is supporting this connection, because it's odd how you're sort of, you know, there's all these issues and yet somehow it doesn't really come to an end, because it feels like Spirit is actually supporting it, because that's what the Strength card is. It's like you're not forcing things, they're not forcing things, but somehow it just keeps rolling on. But there is this willpower and determination and turning things around. So things turning around, to have the Ace of Swords and the Strength card together, it's just so interesting. I mean, it's like this is not really gonna end, even though at the beginning of the month or at the end of October you just feel on the verge of just saying duh, you know. What's the advice from Spirit? I think that's what we need. Spirit. Oh gosh. Ace of Cups. My goodness. They are talking about spiritual awakening here with the Ace of Cups. Obviously, it does represent love as well. Some of you, it could be new love, but it's like a spiritual awakening to love. It's like, well, let's pick a card to go with it. The advice. You've got to sort of just focus on your own spiritual energy, the love of God within you. You don't need this person to love you, you know, la la la. Oh, you've got the Magician card as well. Being open to what Spirit's bringing. You've got to be in a high vibration. This is the advice from Spirit. You've got to be in a high vibration to be able to accept the gifts that Spirit wants to bring you. So don't allow this situation with this person to drag you down. And I don't think you will, because Spirit is right here close to you in November, trying to bring you magical, like the magic touch. And it leads to love. So a gentle energy, a soft energy, you know. The more you feel closer to Spirit and high vibrational, it becomes easier and easier to put your boundaries in. Because you know, like when you're in a really bad place, very negative, lots of ego, pain body, you feel so horrible, you feel so awful. We've all been there. It's like you just feel so crap. You sort of, sometimes you're just more vulnerable, aren't you? And you just don't have any boundaries. And it's the perfect time for people to sort of take advantage of you, manipulate you, all of those types of things. And it's sort of like, I don't think that is so possible. as you go through November. I just feel, you know, with this Ace of Cups and Magician card, it's like you are learning how to fall in love with spirit within yourself, because your true nature is spirit. Your true nature is God. You know, when you have no thoughts, when you have neutral emotions, when you're just totally just in a beautiful zone, and you don't even have to be in a beautiful zone, it's just pushing away fear-based thoughts, pushing away negative thoughts, pushing away thoughts about the future, pushing the emotions to the side. When you're just like clear in the present moment, that is God. You know, that is source emanating through you. And that's kind of what's happening. And it fills you with so much love. It's magically transforming you, so that you just feel different about yourself. You feel different about yourself. You feel different about life. And it's easy, much easier to put your boundaries in place. Queen of Swords. Doesn't matter what gender or sexuality you are. It's much easier to put your boundaries in place, you see. Because when you feel good, you can put your boundaries in place. When you don't feel good, you're all over the place. And we've, like I said, we've all been there. Six of Wands as well. Six of Wands is victory, success. It is apparently one of the marriage cards in the deck. Okay, it's overcoming a great battle. It's like the battle within the self. You've had to learn to love yourself to get to a point where you feel so at ease within yourself that it's like everything becomes easier. It's easier to be honest. It's easier to be authentic. And you're not doing it in an angry way anymore. You're not doing it in a miserable, depressed way anymore. It's just natural. It's like, yes, I can do this. No, I can't do that. Because this is me. I love myself. I know I'm spirit's in me. I am spirit, you know, and spirit's always given me love. And I'm just in a better place mentally, basically. So it's easier for you. So by the end of November, things look much better for you because you're actually showing this person who you really are. And it's not a horrible battle. We're starting off with the conflict card. We're ending with the victory from the battle. You're the victory from the conflict. See what I mean? You're going to come a long way from October through to the end of November. Because you're just going to be more real. It's just going to be like, this is what I am like. And obviously, that's quite an attractive energy, to be honest with you. So let's just pick a card. We'll just finish off with what this person's thinking. What is this person thinking? Okay, so this is what they're thinking at the moment. My head isn't clear enough to make a decision. But when I was shuffling, that's exactly what I thought. Let's pick a card for what they're thinking at the moment. And then what are they going to be thinking by the end of November? Oh, I'm avoiding our connection. So they may be repelled by you by the end of the month because you're putting your boundaries in. And you know what? If that is the case, fair enough. Because why should you change who you are for somebody else? You know, I feel that as a channel, collectively, we are getting ourselves through to a point where we are so, you know, so grounded within ourselves that we don't really need to, what's the word? Compromise ourselves, compromise our energy for anybody else. Okay. Now, I feel they are massively avoiding the connection at the moment. They can't make a decision, but they won't give up on you. You're the one that's going to have to put the boundary in and say, no, I'm not accepting this, you know, and it's going to be a success for you because for the first time you've said no, you know, or maybe you've already said no before, but you're going to mean it this time. And it is a victory for you to lay your boundaries down, you know, and you're falling in love with yourself to open through from spirit better things, you know. So maybe this is a new beginning for some of us. Maybe this is the end of one situation and moving into another. Maybe it's just moving into a better situation with ourselves, you know. But the other thing could well be that, you know, this person isn't quite ready, but they're going to see your authenticity. It will be attractive, there's no doubt about it, and maybe they're just not ready for it. But I don't think it's going to be a problem for you because you know, with the Six of Wands, people know how successful you are. People can see who you are, you know. You are amazing to people. So if this person can't, I think they will see it. I think there's going to be a massive change because things can't carry on the way they are. I still feel that they're not really going to want to walk away. But I do think you're going to be much firmer in November. I think that's what November's going to be all about. And you're going to be much more confident, and it's going to go well for you because you're going to be saying, you know, I'm not prepared to do that, you know, and that is very good because you're aligning to self, to spirit. Okay, so you will be aligning to much higher and better things for yourself. So, powerful message that I didn't expect. Anyway, I'm sending you lots of love and peace. And if you do want to book in for a reading, you know, you can contact me. And you're not alone on this journey either. I'm right with you. Yeah, message me anytime. I'm doing the more affordable reading as well, which you can book in for. And again, you know, lots of love and peace across Gaia, wherever you are.